Let's
baby.
go. Hello, everybody. You're live with George Paredes and my one of my best friends, Miguel Sanchez. It's crazy how we met and how everything happened. But man, first we've been on each other for a couple years now,
Yeah.
and one of the things I love about Miguel is he has such a giving heart. And as I started working in my real estate, he kind of impacted my life to realize that, I may be going through things, but there are other people that may be going through worse, and learning to make it less about me and more about we. And as
Come
far as
on.
his organization, We Hop, in which he likes to include me and say, I was on the bench and now I'm in a starting lineup, which is
That's
so
right.
powerful with what happens in real estate, being able to be a group and not having to do it all by yourself. But further ado, I'm introduced to my friend Miguel and let him talk about a little bit about himself, what this We Hop is all about, where he came from, and where he wants to go. So,
Yeah, most def, man. Appreciate it, bro. And good to see you again, even though it's virtual online, the computer, whatever, man. But yeah, we definitely gotta link up in person sometime, man.
right?
Real soon, bro. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, I mean, ultimately, like what you said is the we, and that's the important part of life, period, bro. I know that I'm where I'm at today because of people, because of us, because of we. It was never I, even at the times when I thought it was I or my or me. um, as you grow and mature and experience and live, you start to realize that it was never about you. And even the individual success that you acquired or accomplished along the way, it was still other individuals playing a significant role, man. I'll never forget, being that 18, 19-year old young man in the Navy, and how these leaders like poured into me, gave me tips, advice, um, not only verbally but also like through their habits, through their examples of showing me how to be great at what you do, whatever that is. They love what they did. I knew when I was in the Navy, I was just going to do my 4 years and I'm out. But I was serving along others that have been there 10 years, 15 years, and that devoted their life to it, right? They were going to do this for the rest of their life. So they were actually like perfecting what they were doing. And I was just picking up those habits because they were setting the example. They were pouring into me. Now I know that. At the time, bro, I had no idea, right? I'm just going about my life. But I took a little bit away from them. And everywhere I've been, I just still continue to take a little bit away from individuals who impacted my life. And I'm on my fifth employer, and I can count, like, from at each employer there was always somebody that, whether it was a negative example or a positive example, there was always somebody that, like, okay, I'm gonna be like that, or I'm gonna do that because that works. And then there was that other was like, wait, can't do that, don't do that because it don't work. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So just taking a little bit from everybody that's come across in my life, whether it's personal or professional, and how it contributed to my growth. And then, so, and realizing that, man, it really took people around me to help me build me up and stuff like that. And then actually, bro, that's how we came across We Hop, man. I was the year was 2011, and I was on a Navy, where I was at Ellington Field. I was a Navy reservist, and I met Kenny Scott there, and Kenny had just come off active duty into the reserves,
Oh, nice.
and he had a similar experience in the Navy, where he came across some individuals that were either building him or leading him, or showing them things that were not so leadership qualities, right? So
Right.
we obtained all this experience and knowledge, and we just wanted to go share it with mainly the youth, because we knew that there was a lot of young people out there with a lot of potential, and they maybe just needed some revelation or some exposure, right? So
Right.
Kenny and I were like, man, let's go do this, man. Let's go share this.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, man, but it wasn't till like 2017 when we actually started putting everything together paper wise, team wise. We started to structure it, and the main goal is just to go be a to help the youth grow, empower, inspire them, educate them, edify them, and do that any way that we can. That's how We Hot was born, man. Just like-minded people, like-minded individuals that we met in our journey. At the time, I was working for Montgomery County Juvenile Probation Department, and I've met, there were other individuals there that were like-minded, that had a
Hmm.
similar passion, and I was like, "Yo, let's just come together and do this." You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And Kenny met some other individuals in his circle, and same thing. We just came together and we did it, and basically that's why I say, like, when you came along, man, you were kind of like on the bench because the new guy, or you fresh or whatever. But it was never We Hop is never about new guy, old guy.
True.
It's always who's willing and who's available.
True. True. I
Bottom
love that.
line. And that's what you always had, the willingness and you made yourself available.
True.
So I say you went from the bench to the starting five, but that's because, man, you were willing and you made yourself available. It wasn't about who got this, who got that, who's most talented, who's most gifted, who works harder. Like, it was like, all right, we have a passion and we have a purpose. Now, who's willing and who's available?
Love it.
And that's how we came about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, it's been a privilege, bro. It's like you say 2011, and I only been around the last 2 years, so I can imagine seeing it from like a seed, a little plump, little seed planted in the earth, and boom, blossoming to what it is now. And I can't wait to see where it's going into the future. But yeah, my man. Obviously, you said a lot of great things, and the people that I met within WeHop are just like you said. They're so go giving, and just man, I love the personality. Some people I've gravitated more, even off camera, to say, to where we have certain relationships to where it's fun meeting them, and man, can't wait to this next event to where it's what's gonna be for Thanksgiving, correct, Miguel?
Yeah, season of giving, man. We just giving back.
Nice, nice. And what is all entailing so far this year? What do you got? What do we have planned for this
Yeah, well,
Thanksgiving?
yeah, right now, man, is partnering with just different organizations and other people in the community. And we're constantly getting inquiries of, hey, either how can I help, or hey, I know somebody who needs help.
Right.
And anybody can come and join, bro. Like, at the end of the day, what we're doing right now is collecting donations, whether it's food or it's monetary donations to purchase the food. But we have as a population that is really in need, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna bless them with everything that it takes to make the Thanksgiving meal. The turkey and all the side items and stuff like that. So at our back to school bash in August, when the people came and received their backpack filled with school supplies and received the motivation, the inspiration to go into the school year empowered and motivated,
Mhm.
we took some contact information on those families, and what we're gonna do is they don't know yet, so but we are gonna reach out to them and let them know, hey, you remember us from the back to school bash, the people from We Hop? Yeah, we want to bless you this
Ah,
Thanksgiving. So we're gonna show up to their house, or they're gonna come pick it up. We have to figure that out, and then we're just gonna show up with the turkey and everything that it takes to make the meal uncooked the weekend before Thanksgiving, so that they can have it ready and prepare themselves for Thanksgiving. We just want to let them know that we ain't forgot about you. We motivated you in August, and we're still praying and thinking about you throughout the fall season. And here's a special token of how you're still in our prayers. We still rooting for you. We still available if there's any way that we can assist, whether it's just um, man, just like person to talk to, or lead you, guide you in the right direction. Because a lot. we at We Hop, bro, we're all volunteers, you know. Like
Yes.
we all volunteer this 100%, right? But so that means we all do something 40 hours a week at
Right.
least, right? Like we all have a job, right? Because we need to earn income. With that being said, like we all do something different, and we all within our network know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Hmm.
So whatever the family needs, we try to plug them in within our network, or we'll know somebody that can better lead them and stuff like that, bro.
Man, love that, bro. Love that. And to follow up on that, man, I love how you said the keyword leader. And I've been a privilege, like you say, outside of what we do for WeHop. I love how you you intertwine me in certain events to where one of the things that really impacted my life not too long ago was this the men's thing we went to with Aaron, the
Oh
men's conference,
yes, yes.
where one key phrase stuck in my head and my key takeaway is like, in order for you to be a leader, you must first learn to become a
Mm,
servant to God, a servant to your wife or your
mm.
spouse, and a servant to your kids, and a servant to your community. So I just want to commend you, bro, on on all those things that pretty much defines you when I first met you, and to what you keep doing and you keep growing, and like I say, you inspire others to become greater themselves. And yeah, so can you speak a little bit about that? What leadership means to you, and how like faith it's
Yeah,
so
yeah. Now I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that sincerely, because you know you my guy, man. You a brother, and to hear that, man,
right,
hits. But man, I'm just looking up to the Most High, bro.
right,
And as a matter of fact, like you know, Jesus, right, the greatest man that ever lived, right? I mean, he said to himself, "Look, I did not come here to be served. I came here to serve." You know,
oh
and
yes,
that hits, man, because here's man, even the different religions acknowledge Jesus, whether he was a prophet or a god or the son of God, whatever. Like they all acknowledge how great he was,
right.
right? And because of that, we know that what he said, there's value, there's weight in that, right? So
Mhm.
saying that I did not come here to be served, I came here to serve, is an example of what we should be like.
Exactly.
We're not here to just receive all the benefits and the blessings and all the good times and all the great things. We need to be a representation to do that for others that are around us, man. And that's what leadership is to me, is how can I make you better?
Love
Like
it.
because I'm trying to be better on my own behind the scenes when the lights are off in the dark. Like I'm working on me.
Right.
Like I'm working on making myself better. But when I'm in front of people or in public, or it's like, how can I make you better?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about growth. Leadership is all about growth. And if I can become a better version of myself, then that means I can become a better friend to you, George.
True.
And if I'm a better friend to you, then that means you're benefiting by having me in your life. So you're growing in some way.
True.
And the same thing when I go to work tomorrow in the office, like, how can I be a better employee?
Right.
Because if I'm a better employee, then I'm making my company better. I'm making my coworkers better. And I even think about that in family. Like,
True.
how can I be a better son to my mom and dad? How can I be a better brother to my siblings? Because if I'm being better to them, then I'm making our family better, then I'm making them better. So leadership is all about serving. It's all
Right on.
about serving the individuals around you, and just building them up how you can, whether that's knowledge, whether that's just love, whether that's listening, whether it's talking, whether it's just sharing experiences, whatever it is, man. Just leadership is just trying to better each other and putting in your work uh on the side too. Like don't also just focus so much on making everybody better. You can't make everybody better if you ain't making yourself better.
True.
So what are we doing in our off time? You know what I'm saying?
Get
And
better.
that plays a key factor in just growing, period.
Sweet man, love it, bro. You dropping that knowledge. But yeah, man. I just like say, man, it's been good, and appreciate you coming on. And as far as where I guess we have passed where it came from and where it's at now. Tell me, where do you see it in 5 years? Just I'm pretty sure obviously the big man has control of all that, but just for you, just barely looking like maybe out of binoculars or maybe old school the like the pirates. Where do you see we have from here? Like maybe 5 years from now.
Man, like having an academy, bro,
Ooh.
establishing the building and having this great curriculum that's back that is being conducted by great leaders. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? Like a passionate, um, educated
Mm-hmm.
professionals that care. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The curriculum that can be developed, but really takes the people to execute that.
True.
So having a place where these kids can come and get that training that they need. The school is going to provide the state required education, but we want to provide them the life skills, the life education that can put them ahead. So I envision WeHop as having this academy program that is filled with discipline, that is filled with love, that is filled with just great knowledge, of wealth of knowledge to share. But the big thing is the people in there that
True.
are leading these kids, that are sharing their experiences, teaching these classes,
Mhm.
because everybody is going to have is going to be like-minded, like-hearted, like we are now. You know what I'm saying? We don't care who gets the credit. We're all about the growth for the people, with growth
True.
for the youth. So that's where I see WeHop, man, is to have that academy. And I'm telling you, bro, I feel like every parent is going to want to have their kid go through it,
Mm-hmm.
but also, once the kid get a taste of it, and they're gonna start sharing it with their friends, every kid is gonna want to go through it,
Right.
because real recognize real, and the truth is so refreshing.
True.
So when you give people truth, it's refreshing, right? You can't deny it. You ain't gonna
Right.
spit it out. You're gonna take it in,
May
and
savor it.
then the person that is giving it to you, it's coming from the right place. It's coming from a good place, from
True.
someone like right now, like you, bro, like George, man. I know you love me, dog. I know you my guy, right? If you give me some truth, it's gonna hit me. And
Right.
then I know that it's coming from you, it's coming from a right place. So I'm
Exactly.
gonna want to continue to come back to you, bro. Like, give me some more truth. Give me some more truth. Because you
Right.
ain't finna like, even sometimes we can provide truth the wrong way. And we can provide truth in a way to break somebody down.
Right.
And that, even though it hits, we kind of don't want to come back to that person,
Mm.
right? So what we hop is going to be providing this knowledge, this wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to be coming from love, to where it's going to be like, man, I want to go chop it up with Mr. Miguel. I want to go chop it up with Mr. Kenny. I want to go chop it up with Mr. George. And all we doing is just giving them the game.
Right. Right. Being what's that old phrase? Being the light that shines upon those lost in the darkness.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Come
Being his
on.
extension, and yeah, just providing that all that goodness, Miguel. And I love like I said, I love like I said, seeing where you came from, where you at now, and where we're gonna go in the future. And like I said, just growing, learning and growing, and using the resources that are provided to us, and looking forward to being able to be more of an impact, and just like say always like say having that, man, I want more. I want how can we be better, how can we make a difference in this world.
Yeah.
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 Sweet, man. So yeah, bro, like I said, this YouTube page is based on real estate mindset and faith, and I believe there's a little bit of faith, and also letting people know what I do on the side, because I'll be posting whenever we have our We Hop events. Hey,
I
come on,
see
and
it.
it's like just keep knocking. Don't worry about it. The people will come through, and hoping that not only not that there's method behind this, but it's more like putting light to people who may be interested in what I do on the side, like, oh man, this is the we hop stuff you be doing. Every four
Yeah.
months you be going off the
Yeah.
counter. Yeah, that's my little brag. That's learning that I may be going through things, but there are other people that may be going through worse, and it's just a
No,
beautiful
for
thing to
sure.
just. It may not be monetary, but it's just that smile on their face, or just say, "Man, you're beautiful." Oh man, look at Big Swole.
Yeah,
Compliment
bro.
others. And know that we have that power from within. And thank you for allowing me to take that break from the real estate stuff sometimes. And yeah, you and the whole
Bro,
We Hub crew, or we and the whole We Hub crew.
yeah, man, this is your organization too, bro. This is us, man. It's not one individual, bro. It's really us, man.
Yeah,
And when you speak of WeHop, speak of it as ownership and possession, bro, because
right,
you are an owner. You do possess it, bro. And everybody that comes and contributes to this, man, this was not created, bro. To be real, bro, we've been freestyling this the whole time, man. Yeah,
right,
we have a vision, but we really just freestyling it. Ain't nobody coming here with an ego or a motive that of like trying to be successful. Everybody came up in here trying to serve. Like, how
right.
can I serve? Where can I serve? When can I serve? Man, and you a big part of it, bro. We appreciate it. And you inspire us, bro, because everybody, man, the We Hop group, everybody's kind of different, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we got males, females, we got different races, different backgrounds. Like we got people from New York, people from Indiana. Like we just have people from just
everywhere.
different upbringings,
Yes,
and all that, bro. So we all got our differences, but it's beautiful how everybody has the same heart, right?
right.
And when I say that is because you bring the energy, you bring the laughter, the joking, you bring that. I ain't got that, man. I I feed off you and then I can
Right,
maybe come up with something, man. But when you
right.
bring that, bro, it's like the icebreaker. We don't need no icebreaker because George in the building, even though we don't need no icebreaker, period. But even
Right.
for just people in the community, man. So everybody has their talents, everybody has their gifts, and there's a reason why there's differences in that. Is because when we come together, we become better and greater. And man, at the end of the day, bro, it ain't for us, it's for the people that are around us. But the
Mhm.
beautiful thing is we end up being the ones being blessed. Like
Yes.
we leave like, wow, like I felt like I just received a lot. We
Yeah.
go to give, but they really give
Give
to
us.
us, man, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. So yeah, I feel you, bro, and I appreciate you.
Man, love it, my man. Well, shoot, aside from being a great leader and obviously, taking your time out and making an impact in our community, can you please shine a little bit about your other business venture that you have, the brewery that I've been part of many times, and I've actually brought a couple of my
You
real estate
did.
brothers to. Tell us a little bit about that in case somebody may want to wind down and be
No,
in Conroe, have some downtime.
yeah, for sure, bro. Shout out to you. You've been on 3 tours, my dude. I
Yes.
appreciate you so much, dog. But yeah, man, I'll never forget it, bro. I love people and I love beer, right? I love brew. I love good tasting
Hmm.
brew, you know what I'm saying? And I used to get off work and go have a beer at B52, go have a beer at Southern Star. And then and I think it was like 2017, Copperhead came around. So I started having a beer at Copperhead. And I'm like, yo, man, there's 3 breweries in Conroe, all within like a 15-mile radius. And nobody knows about this.
Hmm.
I'm like, man, you know what? I wish there was a bus that would pick me up from my apartment, take me to this spot for a while, this spot, and take me home.
Boom.
That's when the vision started. So then a couple years later, um, I saved up some money and I ended up purchasing the bus. So
Sweet.
now having the bus, and then my boy Caleb coming along, hearing about the vision, and he's like, "Hey man, I love it. How can I help you?" And
Hmm.
I knew that I always wanted to have a partner with me because I needed somebody that was just had a different mindset, a different perspective that was going to contribute to this. And Caleb
Right.
was that guy. I said, well, shoot, man, you ready to do this? And he was like, what you mean? I was like, go in business. Let's do it. So we created the Texas Brewery Tours. And originally, man, I'm thinking small, right? I'm thinking
Right.
Conroe, right? So originally the name was Conroe's Three-Headed Brewster.
Oh, nice.
You know, and my boy Caleb was like, hey, bro, let's not file with the state and the IRS that name. Let's make it Texas Brewery Tours in the event we want to expand. And see, that's
Nice.
why I needed somebody like him, because he
Yeah.
was thinking already ahead. I
Yeah.
was just thinking, I'm trying to bring people to Conroe, bring people to experience this beer and have a good time. He's thinking like, man, this is a great idea. We can do this big, right? So that's how Texas Brewery Tours LLC was born.
Okay.
And it started with three breweries. It started with
Mm.
B52, Copperhead, and Southern Star. But then we added the wineries that are in the area as well, BE and H Wines and Bernhardt. They're a little bit more separated, but they're
Right.
still close enough. And then we the firm meadery came back in 21, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then Foss Brewing, another brewery, came to downtown Conroe in 21 as well. So it was perfect timing for us to
Right.
come up with this business and this vision, because the firm came, Foz Brewing came, and also Frankenboats. It's a little outside of Conroe. That came as well. There's a distillery in Conroe, Bartlett's, that they're included. So we got all this unique, local, great beer or wine or drinks that people want to experience. So they come here, man, for book a tour, Texas Brewery Tours. And the way it works is we'll pick you up from your destination and your location. It's
Ooh.
all inclusive. You purchase a ticket and your drinks are included, your transportation is included. So we'll pick you up from your destination. We'll take you to the first spot for an hour. You'll grab your drinks. We'll take you to the second spot for an hour, have all your drinks. We'll take you to the third spot for an hour, hour and a half, have all your drinks. By that time, you're feeling real good, you're feeling real tight, and we'll take you home. So
Nice.
it's all about just coming together, having a good time, and being safe.
True that. True that. Man, bro, man, blowing my mind, bro. Just like saying and being that definition of an entrepreneur, thinking about an idea and just going forward with it, and like saying intertwining that faith to where you don't need to know it all. You get the right people around you. You have Caleb, you got Kenny Scott, and the rest of the crew. All of us, we coming together and make something happen, and always being intermingled in something, not sitting around on the sideline. Just, oh
Yeah,
man, what if
nah,
I do
bro.
this? Take action.
And that's why I was telling you in the beginning, it is we.
Hmm.
Yeah, I had the vision, or one of us had the vision, but it had to take we, because even with like the brewery stuff, man, like I give credit to Keith at Southern Star,
Hmm.
Cameron at B52, Tom at Margaritaville, DeAndre at the city of Conroe. Like, these are people who heard about what we're doing and they're like, how can I help you? How can I
Oh,
help you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
bro, I live in an apartment. I got a big old, not a big old bus, but it's a 14 passenger bus, right?
Right.
And I don't want to park it in my apartment, man. Tom at Margaritaville is like, hey, I want you guys I'm gonna promote your
Right.
your your tours, because I want people to experience, my residents, my guests, to experience it. So you can
Right.
park your bus here, right?
Nice.
And even like Cameron and man, shout out to Seth and Alicia at Copperhead, Dylan
Hmm.
at Foss, James at BE, Mike at the firm. You know what I'm saying? All these people that like see it, heard it, and believed it, and they were like, how can I help you? So we're all in business together, and
Right.
they've been huge supporters, but it really took we. It wasn't just me. I mean, Caleb, like, that dude really, when he got the vision, he added
Mhm.
his talents, his gift into this, and just took it to a whole nother level. Same thing with like We Hop, man. The way Kenny thinks, the way he operates, the way you think, you operate. Melinda, Genesis. I mean, all these man, I can just go down the list of the people who
Facts.
just contributed
Contributing.
their talent, their gifts, their person, and just takes it to a whole nother level, man. So
Love it.
it will always be about we from
Gee,
here on out.
man, just like a nice bowl of gumbo, a little bit of everything.
Come
We'll
on,
take the shrimp
come
out
on,
for the people what do you call allergic to the shrimp. We can take that out, we'll separate it. But
come
yeah,
on.
man, just love it, man. Appreciate you coming through, my man, and we'll have a little chat after this. But yeah, man, I think we covered everything, and what I'll do for everybody that's listening, I'll have the information, in the details for, where to reach out to you in case they want to, maybe volunteer either their time or have, like I said, monetary donations to WeHop. And if they want to get a little saucy and get to know a little bit of the Conroe nightlife, and
Yeah,
I have that connection, that information for them as well. And I highly recommend the guys. I've been on both. Whether you're, burly man, want to drink beer, or you're sophisticated man like me and want to take your lady to drink some wine and kind of get culturalized. That's what Mike and Caleb have available for you as well.
yeah, bro. Yeah. And just to say, man, We Hop, as far as We Hop is 100% from the community for the community. What that means, man, ain't nobody getting paid to serve. And another thing is every penny that comes in will go out. Every penny will go out for somebody in need or some project in need. And then with the brewery tours and the winery tours, man, come support your local businesses.
Love it.
Come support. Like when you go to this winery or the brewery, you're most likely going to meet the owner. You're most likely going to meet the person that makes the drink. That's because it's all in one. Like if people, I had a tour on Saturday night,
Hmm.
and I never forget it. One of the passengers said, I was a bus driver for years. Let me ask you, how much do you get paid to drive? And I told her, I said, well, really, it's as much as I want to take because I'm the owner. They're like,
Oh,
what? You're the owner? It took the convo and the rest of the night to a whole nother level.
love
The
it.
fact that they were being driven,
Hmm.
being served by the owner did something to them. It made
Yes.
them feel extra special and it made the night better. So these local businesses, man, when you walk into their shop, that owner may be right there sweeping that floor. And because it's all about serving, period, man. I love to drive the bus because I want to take care of people. I want to serve people, going back to being a servant, right?
Yes.
And so at the end of the day, bro, you got a vision, go for it, but never stop serving. Because the minute you stop serving, you stop learning. And when you stop learning, you stop earning. And when you
Oh.
stop earning, then that fire stops burning.
Ooh,
So
man.
then you need to start returning back to the
Oh,
basics.
basic man. You
Hey,
should
that was straight freestyle.
peace up, man. And sign this guy up, man. I'll shout out to Slim Thug if he's out there. But yeah, man, I appreciate your time. And like I said, I'll have this recorded for you, and I'll send you a copy. But yeah, let me shut this down. And like I said, I appreciate your time, Miguel, and like I said, I appreciate you for who you are.
Hey, love you, bro.
Uh,
Appreciate it.
boom,